Good morning, guys, and welcome to a whole brand new vid. Today I'm here with my man. Hello. Mr. Brown, and we have got a full day of agency meetings. So he's gonna meet his agency, I've got to meet my agencies, plural, and we're probably gonna go shopping or something because we'll be in London anyway. So yeah, the sun is shining. It's a pretty day here in London, UK, and I thought I could give you guys some tips and tricks. And now that I have Ebenezer over here, even better, because he's got all the tricks for the male models and us girls too. To be honest, he knows it all. So yeah, come with us to meet our agencies. So we're gonna start with my modeling agency, but before we do that, I need to get my nails done because this is disgusting, and I'm about to take some new polaroids, so I want them to be just fresh and natural. So I'm just gonna remove these and probably have them redone later in the day after I see the agencies or something. So let's go to the nail salon first.
Looking funny. Don't thinking too much.
Good, don't do that. Your girl feels like a 12-year-old child. I never don't have nails. Like, how many times have you seen my actual hands?
Looks weird.
Looks weird, right?
Your hands look so small.
Yeah, it doesn't look like me. But I'm gonna go get them done after, and I'm lisping because I've put my retainers in so that they're nice and straight for when I pull up. But yeah, nails are off. Feels weird. Can't wait to put them back on again later. Alright, do it again.
Yeah, I know what this is.
You seen the clip?
No.
You not seen it?
No. We're here. Thank you, babe.
No problem.
See you later.
See you later.
Woo. Oh, sorry. It's time for Polaroids. I'm here with Alicia, who's shooting my polas. I'm gonna put you guys over there. Oh no, I think the light is too exposed so you can't see anything, but we just did some Polaroids. She's gonna go check with my agents if they are all right, and if we need to do some more, then my agents will say so. But yeah, that was just a quick little Polaroid shoot. It's basically all about looking like clean, good, just normal. I'm wearing this black jumpsuit, just body hugging so they can see everything, plain color and good natural light. And luckily London served us a really good light today, and also luckily my agency has this big beautiful window, so this one too, so the light is always super pretty in here. Basically we take some full length front, full length side, close up side, front, and then some more like posy ones. It's literally just like 5 questions.
Oh, that's better.
But I have got my lovely agents here.
Shit, are you recording?
Yeah. Oh. And they don't want to do this, but I've made them. I've like forced them into this for you guys because I always get asked these questions. So the first one is things to think about if you're going to a walk-in casting. Like if you don't know anything about modeling, but you want to model and you're thinking about going to a walk-in casting, what should you think about?
Your clothing.
Yeah. Number one is like what you're wearing.
Yeah.
And what is that?
Like this is a great outfit.
Yeah. Something tight to show off your body, not too many layers or anything like that. You don't have to bring heels, but you can bring heels. And if I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Not too much makeup.
No.
As well.
Right.
And not too much done to your hair, like probably more natural for the first time meeting
Yeah.
an agent or something like that.
Yeah. And when you say like not too much makeup, you still you can see when someone's put on too much foundation,
Yeah.
powder,
Like a little bit of like a glow and like a bit of
Yeah,
mascara.
that's
Like,
fine.
that's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Just no like big lashes or like,
right?
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like overlined lips or
Mhm.
maybe, yeah, I don't know. Something like that.
And-
Like a bit more stripped back.
So all this is this the same for if you send pictures in?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what do you think have to think about when you do send pictures in?
The lighting.
Yeah, very important. Like nice natural lighting on your face, you can see your face clearly.
No filters that are like very visible to like alter your face,
Yeah.
face tune, anything like that. I don't think. Because then if you meet them in person,
Then it's like, oh,
yeah.
that's not what we saw.
Yeah. Who are you?
So is having followers important to you?
No,
No.
no.
And like what the Instagram looks like or anything? Not.
I mean, it's always good to have a clean, polished Instagram because like clients do look.
Yeah.
And obviously, if you've got like controversial stuff on your Instagram, that's not going to help because
No.
some clients will be like against that. But no, we wouldn't like judge it from your Instagram.
No. Or followers or anything like that.
No.
Perfect. And are there certain personality traits you look for, or is personality irrelevant?
No, personality is very important.
Yeah.
Very
Someone
important.
nice, professional,
Like
Not
just like
mean.
happy,
Yeah.
kind.
wants to be there and wants to do it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a positive attitude.
Have you ever had an encounter where you're like, she's perfect, but the personality isn't there?
We've definitely had like
Yeah.
we've definitely had like meetings with models, and then you just get like an attitude or like a certain vibe from
Wow.
them when you think it's probably not going to be a great relationship between
No.
us. Like it's just like
Yeah.
it's not a great fit. Even though they're gorgeous women, it's just not a great fit with our men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it does matter, guys.
Yeah.
And how tall do you have to be to model?
For girls, there is no height. There's no height minimum.
Really?
Yeah, no, because they have like petite, which is
Yeah.
we have. I guess we have a 4 foot from 4'11" to 5'11" and a half.
Yeah.
So we have a big
Mhm.
broad range.
There you go, because
Yeah.
a lot of people get scared because they're too short, or and then they
No.
get discouraged.
London's quite good for that. London's
Yeah.
very like diverse and happy with different heights and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
And last but not least, actually that was it. That was it. So thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, look at this G coming to pick me up. How was it? Good?
Very good.
Same. So, babe, what did you do in your agency?
Went in and spoke about a few things about plans going forward, about me going away for a bit.
Because you're planning to come to LA
Yeah, plan for LA and to
and
New York and wherever else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exciting. Did you get any Polaroids?
No, not today.
Not today. That's what
No
I did. I got
updates.
Polaroids and I had a meeting as well. And then I actually asked my agent some questions for this vlog.
Oh yeah?
Yep. Sat
Nice.
down with Beth and Rydal, and yeah, they answered my questions. So
Very lucky that you have people that will do that, because a lot of it
They didn't want to.
they didn't want it.
No, they did not want to. I had to force them.
Oh.
They were like, Michelle, ask someone else, ask someone else. Every single person. I had to ask everyone in the agency. I was like, first I asked my agency owner. He was like, there's no way. There is no way it's happening. I was like, okay, let me just drop that. But yeah, they were willing to do it together, so that's what they did.
Nice.
And yeah, we've been to our agencies. Now we're gonna go to my social media agency. Have a package to pick up and gonna talk to my agent there. And yeah, hopefully, well, my plan is to get her to answer some questions too, but I might have to force her to do that too, bribe her.
See how lucky you guys are.
You're so lucky. I work hard for this.
Yeah, literally. She's forcing people
I'm forcing people.
to give you guys what you want to
Yeah.
hear.
Exactly. And
Sick.
let you guys know how to become a model or influencer.
And show you how possible it is.
Yeah, because it's very possible,
There you go.
right?
Right.
And let's ask you some questions.
Ooh, okay.
How did I say that? Let's ask you some questions.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, about the male world of it all, because you are a male model and a male influencer. And I want to ask you, was it hard for you to find an agency? Are there a lot of agencies for male models? Or yeah.
Okay. Was it hard? I don't know. That's hard to say. Was it hard? Was it hard? Was it hard? I kind of just, I looked online because when I started, there wasn't like, I didn't know any models to start with. So
No, same.
I knew nothing about modeling.
Yeah.
No models. I just got told I should start modeling, basically. So after turning it down,
By who did you get told to start modeling?
Anyone, a lot of people. It was when
Like random.
yeah, when I was an electrician.
Yeah.
So I'd just be working in people's houses, and they're like, "Oh, you should be a model. You should be a model." So I heard it like probably like 4 times, and then I was out, and I think a scout came up to me. Now,
Really?
now that I think about it, it was a scout. You a model?
Oh,
No. And by
you
that
did
point,
tell me about
at that
this.
point, it was annoying because I thought people were basically saying I look soft or whatever. So I was like,
Yeah.
why people keep saying this now? It's getting weird. It's getting weird. It's getting weird.
You were the bad man from the hood.
Yeah, I wasn't a bad man from the hood, but I was like, that ain't. I'm now like an electrician that's like a lad, like talk like this, kind of move like that around people
Yeah,
like that. So
yeah.
when you're getting told, oh, model, you're thinking, what is that? Is
I'm
that
not
even
a
a job?
pussy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically calling me a pussy, basically. Yeah. Anyway, side story. So then I just looked into it, went on Instagram, found a couple models. I was like, oh, I can do that. I think. Kind of schemed on it, and then then applied myself. So I applied for agencies.
But when you say applied yourself, like how did you go about applying yourself? That's what people don't know how to do.
Okay. I played football before, and one of the football boys was he started his own agency, and then he reached out to my brother to say, does Evie want to be a model?
Really?
Yeah.
So it took for other people to push you to really pursue it.
It took for other people to give me the chance, because that was around the same time where everyone was going, you should be a model, you should be a model. So
Right.
then I was like, you know what, I know you.
You were being pushed in different directions.
Yeah, I was like, I know you, I know him. I've heard like stories, read up on stories about people getting scammed. Should never have to pay anything. If you have to
Oh,
pay anything,
never
it's a
pay
scam.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah. So that just like, yeah, I can't be asked to be scammed.
Wait, we can't say that though, because once you have been signed, you need to pay for like your portfolio updates, like different test shoots with different photographers. But to a start, like when you are getting signed, like an agency, you should never have to pay.
Yeah.
Ever.
Like yeah, you're right on what you said, but I wouldn't even. I just take it as you shouldn't have to
No,
pay.
you shouldn't have to pay.
Because when you shouldn't have to go for a meeting and sit down and then them tell you, right, so that's gonna be like $3,000 and
Absolutely
then
not.
this and then that, and
No.
you're like, oh, but you told me I can do.
I almost got scammed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how they do it. They'll
Yeah.
tell you gotta pay $3,000, you gotta do this. But don't worry, you can pay in installments, you can pay in parts. All those pictures that you took.
No, what
earlier,
happened
you
was
can pay for these pictures.
it was this fake agency. They wanted to sign me, and so I went in there, and they had a makeup artist and a hairstylist do my hair and makeup, and then they had a whole studio and a photographer to take my photos.
Yep.
And they were like, that's what you're paying for.
But that's what they do. That is literally what they do. They tell you that you're basically paying for a portfolio.
Yeah, and they were like, these pictures will give you jobs.
Yeah,
and
they already tell
and
you
it's
the jobs
£500,
and-
la la la, and they just sell you a dream. Like
Yeah.
these pictures will get you the jobs, and
Yeah.
that doesn't work.
And then
like
if you can't afford it, don't worry, you can pay in parts and everything. So yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard it
Yeah.
loads of times. If you're watching this and it's happened to you, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
But yes, that is the reality of.
I wasn't modeling at that time, but I knew this is sus.
Yeah. So yeah, when just hearing that, and even when I went to go meet someone I know, even I play football with him, it still made me like,
Hesitant.
you better not be trying to scam me, man.
Big thing we need to talk about.
Right.
The confidence that you need to have to do this.
Huge amounts.
Like ridiculous.
Huge amounts of confidence.
People think I'm so confident. I'm not. Maybe to the, I don't know.
You are confident.
I am confident,
But
right?
you
But I have
take-
my insecurities.
you have your- yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm confident, but this guy will know more than anyone. I'll cry and feel all types of ways about what I look like, because the whole purpose of my job, I do modeling and influencing. It's all I do is about what I look like, and that can get to me sometimes. It's like sometimes I just want to not give a F and like go to a job and just sit behind a desk. And
you ever had to look at yourself 24/7 and everyone asks you, why do you always look at yourself? Because you have to look at yourself 24/7. Even if you don't want to look at yourself, you have to now pick up your phone and edit a photo because this has to be posted for what brand and this. Now you have to send off videos for castings. You have to just put on...
Or just go to work 9 to 5.
Or just go to work.
Just go to work.
Or just go to work.
It's a whole big screen of your face. You can see like every single detail of you. And yeah, it can be a lot. So I cried. My 2 first days of modeling, this bitch cried.
Why did you cry?
I cried because I felt like I don't look like the other girls. I'm not as good as them. And they're not gonna like me. And they point at everything I'm doing, like every single pose I did. They were like, do this, do that, no, like this, like that, you know.
Rome wasn't built in a day. Rome was not built in a day.
Yeah, it was just really like, wow, I didn't expect it to be like that. And you don't expect there to be that much people in the studio you're working in just looking at you.
Damn. Pre-COVID, crazy.
Pre-COVID, yeah, now it's different, but pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID?
When I walked into that ASOS studio, it's my 2nd day of ever modeling in any type of way. 10 people in a studio.
Let me explain the studios to you, right? All right, imagine you are... Actually, let me just explain it. Imagine you're in a classroom in a school you've never been to. Never been to this school. You just entered a classroom,
with all the cool kids.
Of 20 of all the cool kids. 20 students in this classroom. Everyone in their right mind, in their head, is a star. They are all stars. And then the teacher goes, right, you two come forward and stand here and wow us. So now they've gone up and wowed you, and then you're watching everyone wow, and they're really wowing. They're really wowing, and now it's your turn to come up, and you don't know what you're doing. You're new to this school. You ain't even got the cool school bag yet. You ain't even got you've come with the big ass school bag for when you're supposed to have the tiny school bag. Oh,
no, you know what?
You know
nothing. What happened to me?
Yeah.
I was so shit at posing. My hairstylist, thank God for my hairstylist, by the way, that day. He was so kind to me, but he was like, Michelle, like, he took me to the side and he was like, try to do like this, like giving me tips, you know. And I was like, in my head I was like, oh fuck, like I'm doing that shit. Like, he has to tell me what to do. The hairstylist has to tell me what to do.
Oh shit, yeah, you start feeling like that. Yeah.
And then it's like I got even worse.
Yeah, I hear it.
And then he took me aside again and he was like, come with me into the next studio. He took me to a whole nother model.
No way.
He took me to another model and he was like, babe, this girl is new. It's like, it's her first day. Can you show her what to do? Like, she's really nervous, la la la. And I was like, oh my God, I am that bad that he had to walk me to another girl so she could show me. And she was like, oh babe, she was like,
oh, well, she gave me the...
Yeah, she gave me like this. She was like, oh babe, you look tense. And I was like...
shoulders is up here.
I was like...
on edge. Puppy dog.
I was like, now I'm really tense. Like, if I was tense, now my tears are like here. You know when they're here. You know when
someone asks you if you're sad when you're about to cry?
Girl, oh my God. It was so bad. And then anyway... this girl like showed me how she poses and all, and I was stressing in my head. And then I just talked to myself. I was like, bitch, like, just act like you're her. I was like, I'm just gonna have to fully act. Oh, the police again.
It's alright.
Yeah, I'm just holding here. Anyway, I was like, I'm just gonna have to fully act now. Like, I'm that girl, like I'm that bitch, like I think I'm the hottest thing alive, because that's how the girls were moving, you know.
Yeah.
So next time I had to shoot an outfit, I was like, I was fully like, okay, now I'm gonna act it out. And I was like thinking to myself, if I cringe at myself, everyone's gonna cringe with me. And I'm talking about photo and video, because ASOS does both. Yeah. And I was like, right, if I cringe at myself, the photos, the videos is gonna show, okay? So I was like, I have to go in here now, pretend like I'm that girl and just not cringe. And as soon as I did that, I tell you, as soon as I did that, everyone was like, wow, oh my god, like, yeah, we got it, like, that's the shot. And they were so happy, and I was like, oh, you just have to pretend like you think you're that girl, basically, and people will think you're that girl. You know what I mean?
That's it.
And then after I clocked that, like after that one shoot, I was like starting to look at the girls and really like study them. I was studying the other girls, like the girls I would look up to, like, oh my god, she's so, like, I've seen her everywhere, or like, you know, and I would just like sit and secretly look at them, and I would pick up things from that girl, like, oh, she does that, or like she does a fake walk like this, and like she pulls the t-shirt up when she shows the jeans off, like, you know what I mean, like small things. And I just picked up things from all these different girls, and I started getting so good, and then I started getting compliments.
How long did that take?
It took me like, it didn't take me long, 1-2 months.
Did you hear what she said? She said not long, and she said 1 or 2 months. Therefore, if you don't feel the confidence straight away, you'll get there.
Yeah.
And 1 or 2 months really is not long at all, but it can feel like forever.
In the moment,
it can feel like forever when you're doing it.
But to be fair though, like after a week even,
Yeah,
I was doing so much better. But looking back, like now I can say 1 or 2 months.
What are you doing?
Well, we're pulling up to the Digital Icon Agency, so we're gonna head in. Boom, we're here.
Walking down here, it literally looks like this.
Okay guys, I'm with Phoebe, one of my social media agents, and the rest are all here. And you can all speak if you want to. Yeah, so I'm gonna ask you, with basically the whole world being on Instagram, what is it you look for in an influencer?
I think from an influencer, it's really important to be unique, to be really individual, to like your own style, understand the industry. I think is really super important. Be creative, consistent, but I think it is super important also to have something different that you can bring to the table, you know? Be that sort of a talent or a hobby that makes you slightly different. DJing, for example,
right?
Artistic,
yeah,
anything like that. I think is just super important. But yeah.
And then, so what would make you like say no to an influencer?
Somebody that doesn't stand out from everyone else.
Right.
I think it is super important to have your own style.
And not my camera dying now.
Okay, so my camera died, so we're on the phone. But next question. How important is the number of followers, and is there a certain amount of followers you have to have?
No. Followers is obviously important to a certain degree, but at the end of the day it comes down to engagement, how much your followers that do follow you are engaging with your content, understand and appreciate your content. You can have 10 million followers, but if you're not getting any engagement from any of those followers, then what does it matter? So
right.
As long as you have,
so engagement being likes and comments.
Yeah, likes, comments, all that sort of stuff to show that you're being followed by really authentic, real people. I think is far more valuable than having a high number of followers and zero engagement. So yeah.
Cool. And what should you wear to an agency casting, like here?
Oh God, whatever you want.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think whatever you want, whatever you feel is like authentic and true to your style, wear it. Like, even if you want to rock up in like trackies and a t-shirt, like it doesn't matter.
No judge zone.
No judgment.
And are there certain personality traits you look for, or is personality irrelevant?
I think personality definitely does obviously play a part in it, because I think your content reflects a lot of your personality. You know, obviously it's good to have really positive and kind people side to the agency, but yeah, I think as long as you're kind, like everything else comes, so it's fine.
But I mean, like, does it matter to you as an agent?
Yeah, of course. I mean, to represent people that are really like good people internally, like that's obviously super important to us. So yeah, definitely it plays a part.
Cool. Well, that was it. Thank you so much, Phoebe, and thank you to the team. I'm sorry. I was at my modeling agency before this, and I forced my agents to do the same thing about modeling, and they were like, "No, Michelle, no, Michelle." Every single person was like, "Ask her, ask her, ask her." I was like, "Right, you're gonna have to do it," and they were like, "Why are you doing this to me?" Yeah, but thank you so much.
Camera's dying, but Jamila's here. We're having a chit chat. Hi guys, so I forgot to close this video off yesterday, but thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. I hope you got some tips and tricks.
No one cares.
I'm here today in Manchester. I had to get the earliest train to shoot with this motherfucker and that hot girl. So yeah, but thank you so much for thank you so much for watching, guys. Love you. See you soon.